Okay, today we're going to be making a very simple dish. It's going to be a cheesy venison enchilada bake, and I'm going to show you some of the simple things you will need. I have a 3-cheese blend with the whole milk mozzarella chunks mixed in with shredded Asiago and Parmesan cheese. You have enchilada sauce that you can get at the local any grocery store. Simple, easy to find flour tortillas. And of course your main ingredient is going to be venison, and this is just simply whole ground venison, no fat added, and I've already browned that and I have that ready to go. Need a frying pan. I got some melted butter and a simple baking dish. So we're going to put all these things together and make one simple meal. And the first step is to quickly take the flour tortilla and we're going to put them in the frying pan, and we're just going to brown both sides very quickly. They brown within 15-20 seconds on each side. You want to get them where they get a little bubbly, a little brown, and we need a stack of 7 to 10 of these round flour tortillas. Okay, get your pan nice and hot. You definitely want to put a little bit of butter in there. Let that melt right down. You see that's a nice hot pan. Again, you're going to drop your tortilla shell. That's how easy this is. Right in the pan. Doesn't take long. You don't want to overcook this. You just want to kind of brown both sides. This is going to be the layer for that enchilada dish that we're creating. It just makes a much finer texture, much better taste. When this whole final product comes out of the oven, you'll see. Give it a little flip. Starting to bubble up, starting to get a little brown. Again, you want to do this, with 7 to 10 tortillas, depending on how thick you want it, depending on the quantity you're cooking. You can use a few less if you're only cooking for just a few people. So they're beautiful. See how it's nice, brown and bubbly. And again, you just repeat that step until you get the stack that you desire. Throw a little bit of butter in there and start the process again. Okay, now that all our ingredients are ready, we're going to kind of show you here how to put this all together to make a real nice cheesy gooey bake with very heart healthy venison. Again, there's no beef or anything else in this. It's strictly venison, which is again very heart healthy. You can substitute the ground beef. You can put ground beef, you can use ground turkey. You can use any combination that you desire, but I choose to use venison, being that is the meat of choice that I use for my family. So the first thing we're going to do is start with the enchilada sauce, and you're going to make, I got about 2 cups here. I'm going to make just a layer on the bottom. You don't have to cover the whole thing. Just make a nice little layer there as your base, and you're going to start off with 2 of those browned bubbly tortilla shells. Lay that on there as such. Okay, now next is you're going to take your ground venison or whatever meat product you have, and you're just going to kind of shake it over the shells, and you can choose how thick and how much meat you want to add. If you don't want a lot of meat, you can make it kind of sparse. I like I like the venison taste, so I'm going to make mine a little bit heartier. Okay. And after that, you're going to use my 3-cheese blend, and you're going to kind of, again, I got some nice big chunks of fresh mozzarella that are going to melt and make this nice and gooey. And I also like the other fine shredded cheeses. You can find bagged cheeses or go fresh. But you make a nice layer there. And then you do it all over again. You take 2 flour tortillas, lay them like that. Okay. And I'm going to use my sauce as a base here. And kind of spread that around. One more goop. There we go. Perfect. Alright. We're going to add that great venison taste. Like that. And again, with that awesome cheese, just kind of, that's all going to melt together and get nice and gooey. Don't forget the outsides. And you can use your own proportions if you like more cheese or like more of the meat substance. That's all up to you. Alright. We're going to keep adding these layers. This is going to be nice and thick. Very hearty. A Mexican taste on wild venison. A lot of us are hunters, and we've got lots of ground venison in the freezer. If I harvest 1 to 2 deer a year, I always make a whole deer ground up. And this is just one recipe that you can use that I highly recommend. That you're going to like it, and you're going to continue to use it over and over again. Make a nice thick layer here. Beautiful. Go the cheese. Make a good spread there. Big chunks of mozzarella. Looks beautiful. Don't forget your outside. And then I'm just going to make a top layer. 2 more additional tortillas. The pan's getting full. We're just going to spread a little bit of that remaining lovely sauce on top. This is looking beautiful. And I'm just going to put a little touch of cheese for garnish. Let that all melt in there. My oven's been preheated to 365 as I'm putting this together, so it's ready to go. Beautiful. It doesn't take long. We're going to put it in there for about 20 minutes. You'll be able to tell when it gets brown and gooey and that cheese just all comes together. It doesn't take very long. We're going to pop this out of the oven and take a look at this beautiful dish that we're creating today. Okay, just pulled her out of the oven. Didn't take long. It was about 15 to 17 minutes at 365. She came out beautiful. She's bubbling. The tortilla's brown just a little bit more. All the cheese has melted and infused in this. I mean, it's just gooey and good. And you can serve it however you like it. I kind of make pieces, serving size pieces, cutting it up kind of like a lasagna square, and serve it. It's beautiful. I don't know how much you can see. The smell is outstanding, but you can see the layers of cheese and goo and all that sauce coming together to make this one wonderful dish. So I strongly recommend trying this with venison, with the cheese and sauce and the tortillas all coming together. It's a very fine dish, and I believe you will enjoy this. Be sure to stop by and check out more cooking videos. I do have other recipes that have been handed down to me, using all sorts of different kinds of game and quality meats. Thank you for viewing, and have a great day.